Hey guys, my name is Scott and you are watching the Final Score YouTube channel, and this is my reaction to the Manchester derby that just took place and finished about 10 minutes ago. Um, and it was a derby, a really intense derby, um, quite high energy for the whole 90 minutes, which was a real surprise to me, to be honest. I kind of thought that I knew it would be intense, but I thought the teams would be playing with a bit more caution against each other. Um, but no, fair play. And also, it was a derby in which Manchester United genuinely dominated Manchester City. The full-time score, in case nobody knows, was Manchester City nil, Manchester United 2, which, I mean, not only did Man City lose their 21, I think it's 21 game winning streak, they also don't score at the Etihad, which never happens. But fair play, credit where it's due. Manchester United played amazingly today. I am not the biggest Manchester United fan. If you don't know, I'm a Chelsea supporter. Um, and I mean, even though we had our success in the mid noughties with Mourinho, my childhood is still bleaked with Sir Alex Ferguson lifting trophies and just generally annoying me as a child. But upon reflection, I can reflect and say that he's still the greatest manager that's ever lived. However, I've never had a soft spot for Manchester United, but I will hold my hands up today and say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer absolutely outplayed and outthought Pep Guardiola in every facet of this game. He was tactically better set up. The players wanted the game more. They worked harder. They were more. There was more quality from Manchester United. It just generally was just a really surprising result for me, especially when you consider. I don't know if any of you guys watched the two previous Manchester United performances, the two 0-0s against Chelsea and definitely against Crystal Palace. Especially that Crystal Palace game, you would say was, I would say, underwhelming performance. But to be honest, for the full 90 minutes from start to finish, United were the better team today. Let's go through the key events of the game. The first minute of the game, literally 38 seconds into the game, Gabriel Jesus, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just, people can say that, it was a striker's challenge. Fine, but strikers make strikers' challenges when their team has got their back against the wall and they desperately want to win the ball back, or they make a striker's challenge when they're in the opposition's box and they've just lost the ball and they were so close to getting a goal. You don't make a striker's challenge 38 seconds into a football game. You don't make a striker's challenge when you're in your own penalty box. Okay, there's no excuses from Gabriel Jesus. If you look at Martial, so Martial is brought down by Jesus. He has his legs chopped from underneath him, pretty much. He scrapes down the back of his leg if you watch it back, and he doesn't need to. That's the most frustrating thing I think Manchester City fans will look at this game and think. He does not need to. He has Stones and Diaz in front of Martial. He's not going to get the shot off. If he takes the shot, it's probably blocked. It probably deflects through to Henderson or goes out of play for a corner. That's your worst case scenarios here. But no, instead, he inexplicably brings him down in the penalty area and immediately puts Manchester City on the back foot. So that might give away who my flop of the game is already. I'm not gonna lie, I'll just say it now. It's Gabriel Jesus, because he doesn't rectify for his poor performance in any way, shape or form. He has a dreadful game today. There's nothing redeeming or saving about his game, and he ruined it for Manchester City in the opening minute. So, opening minute, penalty gets given away. Of course, Bruno Fernandes scores another penalty. Make of it what you will. He keeps scoring penalties. He scores goals for Manchester United. He's a genuinely great midfielder, so you can't really argue, give credit where it's due. He tucked it away. Henderson so close to saving it, but at the end of the day, Fernandes still put it in the net. And then we had 45 minutes where United were threatening on the counter, but City took control of the game again, and they had some chances. Gundogan, in my brain, probably had the best of the chances. He played some really nice 1-2 touch football with De Bruyne and put himself in a position where he was effectively one-on-one with Henderson, who again had a great game as well, and just fluffed his lines at the finish and was one-on-one and couldn't put it either side of Henderson. He put it straight down the middle of him. So, but yeah, apart from that, City didn't really threaten Henderson that much. They played some wonderful intricate passing football around the box, but were struggling to lack that killer pass or killer finish to really test Henderson or potentially score a goal. The one final note on the first half, before I move on, Kevin De Bruyne was poor. Uncharacteristically poor by Kevin De Bruyne today. He was meant to be this talisman for Manchester City, and he had a really bad first 20 minutes. He was misplacing passes left, right and centre, and it was really not De Bruyne-like at all. But the first half ended, United winning 1 goal up. I think Guardiola probably galvanised the team at half-time and said, this game's still for the taking. Second half starts, 5 minutes in, Luke Shaw scores, 2-0 Manchester United. And I say that matter of fact, it really wasn't matter of fact. I want to stress here that Luke Shaw was brilliant in this goal and was brilliant all day today. Sky Sports gave man of the match to Anthony Martial. I'm going to spoil it again now, like I did with Gabriel Jesus. My man of the match today was Luke Shaw. He has been one of Man United's best players in recent weeks. He's probably the only one who showed up against Crystal Palace in midweek and looked like he wanted to do something. And today, for the second goal, he was all over it. I'll transcribe it out as I remember it in my head. Dean Henderson, who, like I said, had a great game, took a very risky but well-calculated throw out to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw, one touch, took it around João Cancelo like he didn't exist. Cancelo obviously trying to put the press on him and failed epically. And Shaw just ran at the box, absolutely sprinting, full pace at the box. And he laid it off to, I think it was Marcus Rashford. And Marcus Rashford is in a position to have a shot. And I'm thinking Rashford, in this position, probably 50-50 as to whether he scores. He doesn't take the shot. He lays it back off to Luke Shaw, who is in a great position. But I don't think Shaw was expecting the pass. And the ball gets kind of caught underneath him. He fumbles around with it. And you're thinking, Man United have wasted an opportunity. But no, Shaw gets his left peg, fires the shot through the legs of, I think, definitely one City player, maybe two, definitely Rodri, and finds the bottom corner. And you can tell Ederson wasn't expecting it because he didn't move. And it wasn't a fast-moving shot, but it was clinical. It was still unsavable, irrespective of the speed of the ball. But Luke Shaw played fantastically this game. He played brilliantly for the goal. And then I try and keep these videos under 10 minutes because they're meant to be quick reactions, so I'll quickly wrap up the rest of the game because, to be honest, not much else happened. Phil Foden came on for Manchester City later on, provided a bit more of a spark and a bit more of an impetus, and they had more chances, but City just looked toothless today. They couldn't create a cutting-edge chance to really put the game away, and Man United, credit to them, defended fantastically all day today. So, like I keep saying in this, you got to give credit where it is due. Man United defended brilliantly, but Man City also were well below their normal standards, well below par for Pep Guardiola. But if there is one thing I will hold against Pep Guardiola, and we know Aguero has not had a great season for what he played. He's very injury prone in the last recent years. But I don't care who you are. If you've got Sergio Aguero on your bench and you are losing a game of football by 2-0, you do not leave him on the bench. You don't. You don't leave him there to rot. I don't care if he's not in form. You stick him on there because he can score goals and he is so much, and I will stick to this, so much better than Gabriel Jesus. So much better. But anyway, I think that wraps this game up. Man United, to sort of summarise it, Man United were the best team here. Just simple as. They were the better team. And I will be back in a couple of hours' time with my Tottenham Crystal Palace review. I'm looking forward to that game as well. But yeah, until then, guys, thank you for watching and enjoy your evening.